guys, in this hair tutorial I'm going to be sharing with you the silk press styling techniques. I've completed my straightening on Janelle's hair. As you can see, we went through the hair with the straighteners as I demonstrated before to achieve that really nice silky straight finish. Because of the product we use and the quality of the straighteners we use as well, it allowed us to have this really nice shine that you see working through the hair. And we've got that really nice light movement that we want to definitely have whenever we create the silk press. I did go ahead and trim the ends of the hair so we get a really nice finish on the whole hair from the roots all the way to the ends. We can see that really nice thick volume texture showing through because we've just given it a really nice cut and shaping to her hair. So at this point, once the hair is completely straight, this is when you would work out if you're going to do the trimming, the cutting, just as I did. That's what you're going to do. Once that's done, you then need to work out, are you going to keep the hair with a parting? Is it going to have a middle parting? Is it going to have a side parting? Are you going to add any curls to the hair, or are you leaving the hair completely straight as it is? If I was keeping this completely straight, what I would then do now is the final touch up to the hair would just be me just styling out the baby hairs at the front using a little bit of a pomade, or you can use your edge control product. For me, I like to use the Style Factor Edge Booster. I would use that for the edges, and just with a very small amount, I'm just going to place that just at the top to lay the small flyaways that we see there at the front, and then the hair will be completely done and I'll be happy to just leave it as it is. So what I'm just going to go ahead and do is to just do a quick finishing on the hair. I did want to possibly add some curls in there towards the end, so you can either do your curls with your straighteners if you're comfortable using straighteners to create curls, or you might have a barrel tongue that you could use. You can decide whatever size you want to do for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a final styling to Janelle's hair. In terms of products at this point, because I'm happy with the amount of product that we use for the straightening, I don't feel the need to add more serums or creams or sprays, to the hair itself. The only thing I might use is just like my Charlotte Mensa Mackenzie oil finishing mist, just to finalize the shine that I want to see on the hair there, and then possibly a little bit of a holding spray because I might add curls into the hair. So those are the only key products that I would apply, but just being careful not to add anything that will weigh down the hair or mess up the result and the finish that we want to see in the hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my finishing styling. I'm possibly going to create more like a side parting to the hair, not so much the middle parting that we have here. But essentially, if you create this look and you're happy with how the finish is on the hair, the straight look, and you don't want to add any curls or waves or anything else to the hair, then at this point your styling would be done. Just make sure you style out the baby hairs if that's what you're going for, or you just completely smooth the hair away with your products to make sure that hair is laying out of the face and you don't have any flyaways sticking out in the hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the styling out of the hair now. Hi guys, so I went ahead and I completed my styling on Janelle's hair with a silk press. As I mentioned, I was going to go ahead and finish and style out just the edges and just lay the baby hairs at the front there. And I did decide to put in some of the curls, so we managed to create this really nice, beautiful, slightly loose but not extremely tight finish with a curl. And I just went ahead and I used my straighteners. For me, I find it more comfortable to style curls with using my straighteners. Being in the salon, that's something we always use. But if you find it easier to use your barrel tongs to do that, then by all means, that's what you're going to create. And the last thing I add on the hair itself is just the Charlotte Mensa finishing mist oil that would be sprayed onto the hair. And I used a little bit of the Silk Press serum, the clear one, just to slick and lay the hair a little bit more. But I am happy with the results that we achieved. We've got that nice silky finish that we essentially want to see when we do this kind of styling. So yeah, so that's how you create your silk press technique on your type 3, type 4 hair textures. Just make sure you use the right tools, the right products, and the right heat, and the right technique and method of taking that straightener through the hair, and you should be okay.